After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. Shifts by him at the 25. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Washington defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help him.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Doubs, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And just shutting him off there. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To the air goes Daniels. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard.
Line.
Okay, right? Here we go, set, ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the 35-yard
Set,
line.
hut. 50, hut, hut.
Play fake. Here's Love. Musgrave's got it out right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The Packers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division.
Romeo Dobbs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in Week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play Week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or Week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You look at this Packers defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
To throw is Daniels. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Get it. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Come on, come on. Set. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates.
Here's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense, because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Able to fight through one tackle. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
50 series.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Ready. Black 40. Ready.
So they run the option here on first and 10. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Fight, 97. Come on, set, cut.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From Commander's territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Love, they go play action now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Ready. Hut.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Set, hut. Ready.
Now Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Here we go, set.
At the 11-yard line.
Now Love will try with his legs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love, keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now McManus for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second down, 6.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Now Daniels. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Ready, ready.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hawk that Cowboy 80.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here comes Reed. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Come on,
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here we go.
Love. On the RPO hook, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
Let's go now. Ready?
Love looking to throw it. Oh, just a desperation heave there, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, Pat, and I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ready.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 43 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
52 blaster. Ready.
Love fires that quickly outside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Completes it again to Dobbs. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Packers first down.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. Give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Set, hut. 60 red. 60 red.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to extend their lead.
That wasn't just toughness we just saw. That was concentration. Knew the hit was coming, yet the quarterback hung in there and delivered it downfield. The end result, 6 points for his team.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Daniels looking to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Come on, set. 33, yellow. Ready?
Love from the gun. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing. Love. Here's a diving catch right side. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go, trail. Yellow. Yellow, 22. Check, huh?
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
At the 28-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And McManus missed it. How about that? No good. Wide to the left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but defensively, they've slowed them down the entire game. They don't want to turn into more. They're going to try and figure out a way to take it back on this next play.
Warriors, 70. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Washington first down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Washington first down.
Red. 19 tight. 19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Samuel. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
From the gun on third down, Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have the Commanders' first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Here we go, set. Gotta be lying. Check smash, check smash.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Running on first down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Shoves him aside. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Packers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action this time with Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
On the option, Love will hang on to it.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Jabril Cox there on the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Washington.
Here we go, here we go. 60, hey, check.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13.
Ready? 19, tight.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Got him in. It's Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hawk 70, Hawk 79 Broncos. Cup 19, Cup 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, right?
To the air goes Daniels.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go.
Daniels going to throw for it.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Here we go. 45, White. Hut.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
On the jump.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go. Start.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. To throw is Daniels.
And he's going to go down again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays
60
out.
Bison, 60 Bison.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Come on. Set. 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now Daniels. That one is slants in the corner.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
18 Cardinal. 19 Lions.
Off the play fake. Daniels.
This will be caught by Brown.
From the 21, here's second and 6.
18 Rattler.
Throwing now is Daniels.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be third and 13.
60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's 2nd and 8.
Right. 90.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go. Hut.
There's a handoff to Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Ready. 45. Set.
Love. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers.
Come on. Set. Hawk, set 18. 5 in.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now it's the backup Mariota. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And the Washington first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Commanders first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Out route looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22. Claws red. Ready.
From the gun, Mariota. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Let's go. Ready?
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay, locked in. Ball Harbor, take you shopping. Nikki Beach, we in the water. Free up, make it hotter. 2 a.m. we ended up at Live. 3 a.m. we like Pope. 4 a.m. and I know which girls I'm taking home.